Hey, what's going on? What day is it? It's not Tuesday, so it's got to be the other day. Yeah, and I'm not used to this other day so far because we've done a couple of these episodes, but it hasn't really jumped off as much as I really wanted it to. But guess what? Guess what? It's about to jump off. Listen, I got crazy exciting news. Anybody that's been watching the channel, anybody that's been watching the show, first of all, thank you guys so much. Believe it or not, man, this June marked about 2 years that the Beeline has been started. It became a business for me, and I love it so much. And I've finally been able to kind of get back into making it an actual business. And I am proud to say that the Beeline Entertainment is now officially an LLC, y'all. That's right, your boy. I got my own business. The Beeline is my entertainment. We're going to try to make it into something that, I didn't even think that this show was going to become. We're doing more than just a show at this point. We're doing a lot of different things. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff because guess what? It's Thursday night, y'all. Thursday, and as you can see, it's me. It's me. It's your boy, Brian B. We got the entertainment show for y'all tonight, Thursday night. That's right. A lot to talk about. We got recommendations. We got the top 5. We got the news. We got it all for you. Guess what you got to do? Sit right there and wait for your boy to talk about it. Straight to the point. Entertainment show. Let's go.
Let's make some noise.
Brian B.
Show off, baby.
Fight.
Tonight.
This movie right here.
Signed to a local hot label, Big on Records.
I'm going to do it later. Now.
It's the Beeline. It's the Beeline. It's the Beeline.
E-N-T.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to say it every single show. I'm going to thank you every time that I come on and sit in front of this camera because that's what I got to do because you guys are the reason why I'm doing it. I want to put myself out there to entertain you. It is the entertainment show, all right? That's right. But yo, check it out. If you haven't already, of course, like I say at the beginning of every show, make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the share, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's because we here every Thursday. Every Thursday. That's right, every Thursday, starting 9 p.m. You gonna see our faces. I say ours because I'm not gonna be alone every time. I'm gonna have guests. I actually have a co-host that's gonna be coming with me. IT Tiff will be here every now and then. She's still around. That's right, she's still around. She got stuff she's doing on the side. She can't be everywhere. So she's going to be here as well. But I got a new person coming. His name is Jay Flash. That's right, Jay Flash. My son James, he's coming on the show. He's going to be hosting with me most of the time. We're going to be talking about different things. He's going to give kind of a younger perspective on the things that we talk about, different topics and the news and TV shows and the movies and the music that we cover on the show here. So I'm very excited about it. It's going to be very fun. The time to myself time, dad time. It's crazy how you miss your kids when they're not around, but when they are around, you don't want them nowhere near around you. So like a double edge. What are you gonna do? But we got a lot to talk about today, guys. It's very exciting to be back, man. I was, when I first started this show, I really had like a crazy idea, and I'm like, hey, listen, I want to, begin talking about, entertainment stuff separately because on the web show, on the Beeline web show over there on Tuesdays, we were talking to a lot of different guests that were musical talent. And I started to say, like, hey, I don't want to just, have the web show just be music because I want to talk about a lot of other different topics. But because of my background and my family and stuff, it was very music heavy. So I wanted to have this show on the side to kind of give people the chance to come on and free promotion, man. You guys can promote yourself. I got to do it, y'all. Listen, I got to do it. I haven't done it in a while. We got the chance for y'all to come on and show off. That's right, the show off segment is definitely back. We're going to be doing it big this time around. Every single episode, we're going to do something. And this is the crazy part about it. I haven't even figured out what I'm going to do. But if we don't have a guest, I'm definitely going to show off for you guys. So if I got to juggle or I got to balance something on my hat in front of the camera, whatever I got to do, I'm going to show off for y'all. But we're going to have a show off segment for every single time, including this one. That's right, including this one. So we're going to make something happen for you today on today's show. So to get back into the nitty gritty, like I was saying, we're definitely going to have some guests coming on. If you're watching this, please reach out to me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever you want. I got my email out there. Send me a message. Let me know exactly what you would like to come on the show and do, man. If you're a chef, if you're a magician, I don't care what you do, literally. If you want to come on and just like talk about your industry, or I know I'm talking to a comedian, I'm talking to a wrestler right now. Different people who want to come on and just promote themselves, man. Promote your business, promote your music. Your boy's gonna put it out everywhere. I want as many people to see it as possible. That's what it's about, man. Giving you a platform so you can shine, and of course, showing off. That's right. So today we got an interesting show for you, man. I'm kind of bringing it back to the topics. Like I really wanted to get you guys acquainted with how the entertainment show is going to be. I am going to go over a lot of things that are in the entertainment field. Whether it be new topics that are going on, whether it be some old school stuff. We're going to hit the recommendations for you. We got the recommendations. You can see them right there. We also have the top five. I got to come up with a hot song that's going to introduce the top five when we're ready to do top five. Top five is usually going to be closer to the end of the show. And you're going to have like the top five, whatever, man. If you guys want to leave your comments and tell me what kind of top five ideas you would like to have for the show, I'd love to hear them. Give me some great ideas to do in the future. And I'll even shout you out and like say, hey, I got this idea from Jenny or Johnny or whatever. So it's always Jenny or Johnny. I don't know. Give me better names. I don't know who else. But yeah, so we're gonna start the show off by talking about some interesting entertainment news. We got some stuff going on. First things first. Listen, this is something that I saw happening, and unfortunately, I do record these previous to the day. So this is actually on Wednesday where I'm sitting here right now, but you're watching it on Thursday where it's happening. And tonight, actually I think right now even I'm recording, but I'm gonna watch it later. The Martin reunion is happening right now, man. And this is something that I definitely want to talk about because if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, Martin Lawrence, comedian, actor, legend in the game, man. Martin Lawrence had a hit TV show in the 90s called Martin. Most people should know what Martin is. Anybody who don't know, damn, Gina, you go, girl. Get the step in. Oh, my goodness. Y'all know what Martin is, man. Don't play with me, man. Everybody used to watch Martin. Yo, I love Martin. I was a huge Martin fan, my whole family. To this day, we're constantly, if we're not watching Martin, we're doing different goofy, me and my cousins go and call each other, and we're repeating segments from it and saying stuff from it or whatever, catchphrases. We still, every single day, man. I literally was just watching it upstairs. And so they got the reunion happening today. And it was exciting because, anybody who knows like the history of the show, Martin and Gina, in the 90s, Martin and Gina were like the it couple, man. They were like the role models of what a good couple is supposed to look like. Like you saw everybody, you was comparing them. That's Martin and Gina, like, they were so close. Their chemistry on screen was amazing. But they did have some drama. And towards closer to the end of the series, Tisha Campbell, who plays Gina, she wound up leaving. And I was young, so I didn't really know too much about like the story or what was happening. But I heard about it later, and it was just a bunch of stuff. I'm not gonna go into it because it's a celebratory time or whatever. But it was so nice to see that they were able to get back together and have this reunion that they're doing tonight. So I wanted to talk about that and definitely I'm gonna watch it, and I'll have some more talk about it more when I get back on the show the next time. But it's awesome, man. It's great that the stuff that we used to grow up on and watch, and it was huge for us, man. I remember Martin came on Fox. And at the beginning stages, like I remember, like I said, I was young, man. I was like, what? Martin started in maybe like the early '90s, so I was early, like maybe 5-6 years old or whatever. Just like most of you guys who've watched it too. But I remember seeing the show and being into the show, and Martin didn't have kids, he didn't have like anything. It was just funny, man. Like we used to watch it and used to see like the characters that came on there. Now that it's like a whole bunch of comedians used to go, and Tommy Davidson, he had Hustle Man, Tracy Morgan. I don't understand how I forgot Tracy Morgan. Yeah, Tracy Morgan, Hustle, pick up the pieces. We was talking about that the other day, me and Pepe Gonzalez, man. We was talking about how we had the episode where Hustle Man, he was at the thing when Martin had his Pam's cousin or whatever, and he was trying to be her manager, and they were singing or whatever, and she had a sore throat. So Hustle Man came in there, and he had the kazoo taped to a damn saxophone. And he was playing it. And he played it. Pick up the pieces. It was just everything was just so silly, yo. And it was just like it was just one of them shows where, like I said, yo, I was little. Martin was as a Def Jam comic, bro. Like I'm saying, like he the host of Def Jam. This guy had me entertained as a young kid, man. I was watching him, between Martin Lawrence and Jim Carrey and guys like that. Like I was constantly entertained, bro. Like it was an amazing talent back in the day, yo. I'm not saying nothing against the people now, but that's just like what I was brought up on. But the reunion is definitely, guys brought everybody back. You had I'm pretty sure hopefully they'll have like a couple surprises in there for like some people that's gonna come in and shock you. Like, one unfortunately, you had Tommy. You ain't got no damn job, Tommy. Scoop ball. I ain't gonna call somebody scoop ball. But you had Tommy, like the guy who played Tommy, Thomas Michael Ford, I believe his name is. He passed on, and it was unfortunate because Tommy was great, man. All of them were so great. They worked so well together. It was such a great cast, man, and amazing show. It was an amazing show, and it stayed on for not longer than what it was supposed to. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't have loved to see more, but a lot of times you have these shows that are on. Especially nowadays, I hate to say it, but The Walking Dead is a perfect example. These shows stay on for forever and shit. How many seasons are you gonna have before you realize that people? You know how bad it is. This is how bad it is. When you're on for 15 seasons and the people that were first on the show ain't even there no more. You might as well just name it something else. But listen, The Walking Dead was the biggest disappointment because that shit just lasted forever. It's still on. It's been closing for like 2 years, but it lasted as long as it was supposed to, I guess. You know what I mean? But we love Martin, man. Day old classic. Martin, The Fresh Prince. Those are classics that I used to watch when I was growing up, and I was a big TV head, man. I love TV. I love movies. I always have. But Martin's reunion, I can't wait to watch it. I know you guys are probably watching it. Like, you're gonna, watch it as soon as it comes out tonight. I think it's on BET Plus. Definitely go check it out. Support Marty Marr and Tisha Campbell and Cole. Cole was my boy, man. Cole was funny, bro. Carl Anthony Payne, great actor too. He's actually one of the crazy thing. I actually dated somebody back in the day who was actually his cousin. I'm not saying anything crazy, or whatever, but yeah, it was weird when I found out his last name was Payne. I was like, oh, okay, but yeah, man, definitely check out the Martin reunion. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to watch it. But anything else going on? Like it is fun to reminisce on what is there. I don't know if anybody's like me and you start seeing when as you get older and shit like that or whatever, you start remembering like the stuff that really made you happy when you were younger. And you never want to sit here and sorry I'm looking around, yo, but listen, y'all. I had a snake come in my office here. We in Atlanta and it's starting to get crazy hot. This heat is unbelievable. Recently in Atlanta. And I had a snake come in my office the other day. So it's like I've been like paranoid, bro. Every time I hear something or see something, I had a snake come. It wasn't like a crazy, gargantuan snake, but it was a snake. Fuck that. I don't need definitions. That shit started with an S. That's all I know about it. But sorry if I'm looking around. But as you get older, you start to realize when you're watching TV, you remember what your grandfathers and stuff might have said, or your older heads that was around you when you was younger. Oh, that's not music, or that's not TV, or whatever. And you don't understand when people say that. I think it's just like you get locked into what you love, man. You get locked into what you love. I don't know about y'all, but I know we had amazing shows, yo. We had amazing shows and stuff that we used to watch on TV. Like it was still kind of like wholesome TV, even though it was like some stuff was pushing boundaries. But I used to watch Boy Meets World, Family Matters. Like we had good shows, man. Not saying that there isn't good shows now. I think the shows are just a lot different. It was more family oriented back in the day. Now I'm watching shows like Ozark and, Pepe Gonzalez be putting me on some shit because he the one that be getting me on. I'm one of the people that I'll try it, but if I can't get into it, I ain't fucking with it. I'm done. I'm giving that shit like an episode, and I'm like, oh yeah, all right, whatever. It picks up later. Oh well, too bad. I don't. But Martin was definitely probably, if not my favorite show, definitely one of my favorite shows of all time. But I do want to get into some other things. Like I was mentioning, I want to get back to it a little bit. The show off segment. I'm definitely calling out to the attention of all the people, like I said earlier. I want you to come on and show off, man. I want you to come on and sing, rap, dance, whatever you got to do. And like I know it's like we're on a camera, but I know that, I had somebody come on and cook. He was doing an event. He literally came on and cooked. Chef Rel, my chef, Rel's Way Catering, from the first season of the show. He came on and cooked while he was at an event. You can do anything, man. Show off your talent. You'll show off your skill. You never know who's going to see something. So I'm giving you the opportunity there. I would love to have you. All guests are welcome for sure. All right, guys, let's get into some news, man. Let's talk about some things that's been going on. Like I said, I haven't been here in a while, and I want to stick to kind of this, routine of talking about different things every week. One thing that's been happening in the entertainment world, you've had this crazy situation here, with Johnny Depp and Amber, what the hell, Amber Rose or. What's her name? That's why I need IT tips. She'll never want to be around. Amber Heard. That's right. Amber Heard. And they were. Let me say something. This is something that I don't really know about. I just know it's a big thing, so I want to talk about it. I didn't know they were married. I didn't know they were dating. Johnny Depp is an amazing actor. He's been, definitely a favorite of people for years and stuff like that. I've never not liked Johnny Depp in anything he's done. I love Edward Scissorhands. That's me right there. Like when you talk about Johnny Depp, everybody's talking about Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't watch that. I'm not into it. Edward Scissorhands. That's Johnny Depp to me. What else? Johnny Depp had a couple of movies that I was into, but I don't know. He's just not my cup of tea, I guess. But he was married to Amber Heard, and apparently they had some crazy ass relationship or whatever, going on or whatever, and then it wound up in court, and then they over there suing people. And the interesting thing is, it's interesting what is captivating to people, man. Because I remember, like I said, I didn't care about it really anyway. There were some people, I guess, who were really, really into it. I didn't care about it anyway. But it is very interesting to see, like, the attention that people give certain situations, like. When I was seeing it, and I'm seeing Johnny Depp over here, and it's like it looked like it was like a show, like they were putting like a reality show, and he's over there drawing pictures or whatever and showing it to the damn lawyer. I'm like, where the fuck are we at, bro? Is this court like, or is this reality TV like? Oh, it's like staged. And then you got to see the memes that are going on with the girl and whatever. She's sitting there saying different things, and you got that one meme where she's like, "Oh, like she was just trying to make everything seem so emotional, but she was failing. You're an actor. You failed at your job. You had an important job. You needed it. You needed to be good that time." But she was like, "Oh, my dog stepped on a bee," and everybody was like saying the repeating phrases from that, trying to be funny with it. And she mean like, "Oh God, what happened?" Like she had a seizure. She said it and shit. But I mean, apparently it was a defamation case, and Johnny Depp wound up winning, I believe. The fact that was on TV for so long, like he murdered her or some shit. Like I remember the O.J. Simpson trial. Like, yeah, okay, I understand what happened. What an amazing trial. The glove don't fit. All that shit. Listen, bro. They argue with each other a lot or whatever. I understand. One thing I do recognize in that situation, which I wish it's more pointed out, because I feel like it's a trend lately of something that's not getting talked about a lot with entertainment, is you hear a lot of stuff that men do. I'm not going to take away. There's a lot of, pieces of crap guys out there that's doing a lot of crazy stuff or whatever. Domestic violence and all that shit is horrible. You never want to be a part of that. But I will say this, in my opinion, you see a lot more attention being brought from the man on woman. But you don't see a lot of the woman on man. I'm not going to lie to you. This is something that kind of bothered me a while ago, and I'm going to speak on it because it's my show and I don't give a fuck. Cardi B came out about Cardi B, and I'm going to say allegedly because I don't want nobody saying anything about me. This is just what I heard or what I remember. And they said that, she basically would used to use men or whatever, use men and sleep with them or do something like this. This is what I heard. I don't know if it's true. This is just what I heard. Now, I don't know if it is true. What I will say, if it is true and there is truth to the topic, and that is something that happened or was said, it is kind of sad that, if somebody said that about a male artist, I do believe they'd be fucking persecuted. With good reason, not without good reason. But I do think that is like the flaw in the design, man. It's like, it's a lot of people who are definitely ready to jump the ship and say, hey, listen, you ain't doing this when it comes to women, which is definitely necessary. But I think more focus needs to go on, toxic women, bro. these toxic chicks that's in here in people's lives, lying on people, saying they raped them and all this other craziness or whatever, and people going to jail for years, and it'd be lies, it'd be misled situations, all of that shit, man. No, I don't never think nobody's completely innocent, yo. I know that's kind of like a hard statement to kind of say, but I feel like everybody got their shit, man. Everybody got their shit. Everybody got something that they doing, whether you doing it or you accepting it to a certain degree. That's to a certain degree. The Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation, I kind of, like I said, I don't really know too much about it, but I'm like, yo, after all that stuff came out, I'm like, listen, how did you stay with that person, like shitting in the bed? Hold on real quick. How do you get that mad? You know what? I'm just gonna go to the bathroom right here. How do you get that mad? I could never get that mad. That's when you just like, yo, listen, I'm gonna do. This is what you say in your head. I'm gonna do something. I don't care what happens. You're never gonna forget. But then you gotta lay down. So, well, what do you do now? It's just fucking craziness. Listen, if that's what happened, yo, I don't know. Like I said, if that's what happened, like that's what got out there. People over there that mad at each other, you shit in the bed. I mean, yeah, y'all need to break up, bro. Y'all together too long. But whatever. Everybody's got their own situation, kill cast a stone or whatever. But very interesting topic. Toxic women, man. I want to do a whole show on it. I'm not gonna lie. I want to talk about a lot of different things. I want to have a couple guys on, and I want to talk about just like the different things. I mean, we recently were talking about on the web show about the Will Smith situation, and you don't know this shit. You don't know. You only know what you see. But I've always had my opinion kind of about like what you see from like Jada Pickett, and what she kind of how it just looks. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know her life. You got to just kind of figure it out as you watching from the window. But it just looks like it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you saw that round table talk with all that entanglement talk and all that stuff or whatever, and you saw the stuff recently with the slap and all that shit or whatever, it just, I don't know, man. You heard other things. There's a couple other videos that was floating around where it's like she was saying stuff to Will, like, even when she talks about him, like, oh, yeah, I don't feel like you're as good of a husband. I don't want to paraphrase too much because I hear shit and I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm going to try to focus more because I want to bring it to the show more, better. But, just toxic people, bro. Like, you being in a relationship with somebody who's just kind of taking you down or building you down or putting you in a situation where you change your character or you force yourself to accept something like somebody shitting in your bed and you sitting there like, oh, I love her though. Listen, bro, if you don't got kids or somebody, get out. Get out. Fall in the chair and all that shit. You don't got kids, man. Listen, yo, get out. Do what you got to do. I understand people try to keep families together and stuff like that or whatever, but you got to keep yourself together, man, because you'll wind up changing your character, yo. That shit do leak over, and you see exactly just like the ramifications, and the things that we watching. You can put on a face to kind of like face the world with, but truth comes out, man. Truth comes out, in a lot of different ways. So that was interesting, that Amber Heard shit or whatever. Like I said, I'm not gonna talk about it too much. It was interesting conversation. But the Nipsey Hussle trial started today, so that's an interesting one. Now here's some crazy shit. Like I know I'm probably gonna get heat for this, but I'll be honest with you, yo. Like I said, I'm kind of old school mentality now. I guess I got my people I listen to. I got my music that I listen to. I'm not really a fan of the music that's out today. I think a lot of people agree with me as well. But I don't know if it's some old man shit. I don't know what it is, but music that's out today, it ain't for me. Now I didn't really know Nipsey Hussle. I know he was a West Coast, rapper. He apparently did a lot for the community. Apparently he was a great dude. I didn't really know him too well. I know of him too well. I didn't know him at all. But I didn't really know his music. Now I might hear a song and then like, oh, that's Nipsey Hussle. I'll be like, oh damn, I know that song. Song's hot, whatever. But I was never really. I didn't really know of him like that until like unfortunately he was murdered and shit like that, whatever. But it's crazy. I'm actually gonna do a show coming up soon about the murder of rappers, man. And I'm gonna talk to somebody, have a guest on, and we're gonna talk about like the rappers who have been getting murdered. I mean, it's been ridiculous now. I mean, it's like I can't tell if it's because there's so many or if it's literally just because like this is just the trend. Like it's literally like we've always had our Biggie and Tupac's and craziness that's going on. Jam Master Jay, I remember all that shit going down. When 50 Cent got shot and all that shit, whatever. It's always been like this crazy like gangster kind of rap shit or whatever, and then people getting murdered and stuff. But now it's like fucking rappers are dropping like flies, bro. I don't even know what's the cause. I don't know if it's because just like social media is so heavy. These people are out here just flaunting and flashing, and just everything you doing, you just like putting your whole life out there. I don't know what the reason is, but we're gonna talk about it. It's gonna be a very interesting conversation. The Nipsey Hussle thing, it's coming out. I think it's gonna be a lot of acknowledgement in the case. I know they were saying something about it looked like it was premeditated. Then I think the defense attorney was saying like, oh no, it was a act of passion, and yeah, all right, motherfucker, we gonna see. But sad situation, man. Definitely seemed like he was a really good dude. Like he had did for his community and stuff like that. So much respect for that. Hopefully everything happens and the person who did it definitely gets justice for it and everything like that. But another crazy thing that happened I read in the news recently was my boy, if y'all like me, y'all grew up in the 90s and stuff like that or whatever, going into 2000s, and you watched MTV, they just had another one, Jackass, bro. Like, I'm a Jackass fan. I love Jackass, man. Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, Bam Margera, Ryan Dunn, rest in peace, Ryan Dunn, Chris Pontius, Party Boy. I love Jack. I've watched every movie. I got the whole collection sitting over there in the movie rack over there. This was the crazy news or whatever. So Jackass 4, the latest movie, came out. And, one of the craziest things about it was Bam Margera, man. Viva La Bam. The crazy guy beating up his dad and stuff like that. Whatever. Phil, don't feed Phil. He wasn't in it. And apparently, like, he's been kind of having, like, some struggles and some problems and stuff like that going on in his life or whatever. And this is, like I said, this is just all stuff that, you're seeing on the news or you're hearing about when I'm listening to, like, interviews or reports. And, he hasn't been in it. So apparently recently, today I saw the news, but he had checked into rehab, and he was in rehab trying to get clean, trying to get, healthy or whatever. And now it's in the fucking information that he ran out the damn rehab or left the rehab and he's missing. So Bam Margera is missing. So I really hope that everything happens and he gets home safe and it's not anything crazy. Because you just don't want to hear bad stuff about people that you look up to, man, or people that you like. Gave you so much entertainment. You wish the best for people, man. So Bam Margera, if you're out there, if you watch my show, watch my show, bro. But get healthy, man. Definitely make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Don't worry about what nobody else is saying about you. We love you, bro. You definitely was a lot of fun. I know, Ryan Dunn. He was another one. He had passed away a few years ago. And stuff hits you hard, man. Stuff hits you hard differently. Like, and sometimes people don't know how to retaliate. I don't know if that's the reason why he's like in a downward spiral, but life hits you hard, yo. People, you can't judge people for what they're doing or what they're thinking or their actions, because you never know what's going to make somebody turn, sideways, bro. You don't know what's triggering something for somebody. But very interesting, couple of pieces of news there. We're gonna try to do that every now and then with the show. I do have one more thing to say. It's crazy that I'm talking about it because it's freaking 2022 and I'm still talking about like a big ass kid. But the Ninja Turtles got a new game coming out, and it looks amazing. This is the reason why it looks amazing. This is crazy because it's making me rethink why I like video games. Recently, I have not been a fan of video games. First of all, PS5, you can't even find it. Where is it? I see people post pictures and stuff like that. Like, where the hell did you buy it? Because every time I try to look for like where a PS5 exists, they're out of stock. It's a fake one. It's $8,000 if they do have it. Like, bro, I'm not even trying anymore. I don't even care. They had said some shit the other day or whatever that PS4 is about to stop making games. I'm like, how the fuck are you going to stop making games for one system and have people try to buy another system and it's not even available? But I saw the new Ninja Turtle game, and I'm a fan of Ninja Turtles. I've been a fan of Ninja Turtles for my whole life. I used to love the games back in the day, and the games back in the day were like, you used to walk and it was just the boards, and you'd walk up and down or whatever, and you just fight the ninjas and stuff like that or whatever. Simple game, very simple game, but it was so much fun, so much fun. This game, I think it's called Shredder's Revenge. It's similar. It's like a very like back in old school kind of feel, like the nano bits or whatever the hell they're called. It's not like a whole lot of technology where they're trying to make the turtles look all crazy and amazing. It's basic, but it looks amazing. Like it's just fun. Like you do your stuff with the turtles. I'm thinking like how many games would do good with that? Like, just think about if they didn't have to put so much focus on the look of the game, as far as, and I don't want it to look like crap, but I'm saying if it's just a little bit different. Like, if you had like what's a good example? Like, and I don't even like this game, but like if you had like a Minecraft kind of game, and the characters were like that kind of form, not all box, maybe a little bit more texture, but that kind of form, like that basic, and you just created the game around it. Not all, I don't care if the chair looks really real. Listen, just create a game to where it's literally giving you a lot of stuff to do, a lot of things to have fun doing, and things like that. And then put a lot of stuff in it. Let the characters do different things. Let there be different boards. Let there be different achievements and advantages and stuff like that that you win. Not stuff that you have to pay for every 5 minutes. Like, I'm a big wrestling game fan. I got the damn WWE 2K22. It's a pretty good game. A lot of people I think were like missing it. Fans of that game were missing it because they've been shit for a little while now. But I was playing it at first and I was like, yeah, this game's amazing when I first started getting it. And I'm sitting there paying attention. And I'm watching videos on it and stuff. I'm like, wait a second, like they really don't give you a lot anymore. They make you pay for everything. You have to sit there and you unlock a couple of things maybe within the game. They don't give you like different outfits. They don't give you different like things to maybe unlock while you're playing the game. It's just it's dry, man. It's so dry, and I feel like it's like everybody's trying so hard to make it look so realistic and blah 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 and this and that or whatever. You appreciate it. But how much fun would you have with just a really good wrestling game, even if it looked like No Mercy N64 or like WCW NWO Mayhem? Like those were the games that we was playing back in the day, man. Attitude, WF Attitude, or whatever. Had a game that looked like that, maybe a little bit more motion, maybe a little bit more movement, but just more stuff in the game. You can just create people. They look amazing. Download this, whatever. You'll have so much more room because it's not so much clutter. I don't know. I don't know how to make a game. I'm just trying to throw out ideas. If you're feeling it, you're feeling it. But Shredder's Revenge comes out tomorrow. Well, today, if you're watching this today, definitely check it out if you're an Ninja Turtle head. I heard amazing things about it. I'm definitely going to pick it up. I think it's for PS5 and PS4. I think it's coming out for all platforms. I thought it was a damn cell phone game. That's how it looks. Like I thought it was a cell phone game, but apparently it's like a game. Hopefully, it's got like a lot of stages and stuff like that. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, guys. So we're kind of gonna hit over to another topic here. Let's go over to some. I always do the noise. I'm gonna have the noise being made in the video, but I always do the noise. So we got some recommendations for you today. So today with the recommendations, I'm gonna start off. A lot of these are Netflix recommendations. Now, first one I want to start off with is how can I not talk about this? This is Stranger Things. You know it. We know it. Everybody knows it. Stranger Things. Now. Like I said earlier, TV shows that I watch now, like I said, first one I said was Ozark. Listen, another one I say, Cobra Kai. Listen, Cobra Kai is incredible. We talked about it with me and Pepe Gonzalez last time as well. I love Cobra Kai. Stranger Things is another one, man. I love Stranger Things. This is a great show. I really do enjoy. I guess maybe it is kind of just like a nostalgic thing or whatever, but I do enjoy like the old school kind of movies that come out. I do enjoy like the old school classification. It's just a lot simpler. You know what I'm saying? You don't see people walking on the screen with cell phones all the time. You see the different things that people are doing to like stay entertained. And it's kind of, it might be nostalgic. It may be just kind of like just something that's different because you don't want to see the same thing constantly. But Stranger Things is amazing, man. I loved it from the first season to now. If you haven't seen the fourth season, I'm not going to spoil too much for you, but I will warn you that I'm going to talk freely because I do want to speak about it. It's a great show, man. One thing that I did appreciate about this season, especially a fan of horror, it really, really, really like tried to scare you. Like, it was really the way that the people were dying, the damn bones all cracking up and shit like that, or whatever, being stuck up on a wall. It was pretty good, man. And every episode was like, an hour and 20 minutes. Like every episode was like a mini movie. But it was really, really good. I really appreciate it. I can't wait for the second part of the fourth season to come out. I'm into it. I love it, bro. I think it's a really, really good show. I like I like the way that they're putting it together. There's always like a big bad. That's like the formula for good shows. Like you got to have a big bad. You got to have a person who can face the big bad. And the big bad always has to look like he's going to destroy the other person. But then the other person comes in and for whatever reason gets stronger, this and that, and dominates. And I'm really hoping that that's what happened with 11. And she comes back. She gets all her powers. And she's kind of going through some weird shit right now. Whatever. Like if you've seen the show already. But hopefully she gets her powers back and just like destroys the dude. Like everybody was like, "Oh, I knew that was the person." I didn't fucking know. I had no idea. The person who was the guy or whatever. I don't want to say too much or whatever, like I said, but yeah. So it's interesting. It's really interesting. I'm interested in watching it still. Can't wait for the new season to come out. But Stranger Things is incredible, man. Another recommendation I'm going to throw up there, which is an old recommendation. You guys should have already seen it by now. If you haven't, they just put out word that they are doing a season 2, and it is this right here. Yep, that's right. Who wants to guess what it is? Squid Game. Now, this is interesting too. This is a story. I don't know if I ever talked about Squid Game when I first saw it or whatever. Listen, I watched Squid Game when I was at work. I was just like, okay. The only reason I actually watched this show was because I saw so many people talking about it, and I know that's like a big trend now. Like that's one thing that's awesome about like the style of streaming that we have now with Netflix and stuff. You can see so many people watch it, give it a thumbs up, give it a recommendation, give it a review, and then you can just pick it up like, oh, okay, why are all these people entertained? When I first saw Squid Game, I remember me and IT Tiff were watching TV. We were watching something, just trying to pick like a show to watch together, and we saw it like on the damn box on Netflix, pass by, and we're like, what the hell is this? It was like the guys with the pink GI Joe soldier shit on, and the PlayStation controller button faces and shit. I was like, okay, I'm not watching this shit. But then it was like I remember passing it. And I was like, oh no, I'm not watching this. I don't want no parts of this. This looks stupid. But then I sit there and turn it on, and I start watching it. And the first episode, I'm like, okay, that's what is this? You start watching it and stuff like that. You start looking at it. I think it's more intriguing. Like the guy comes and he starts playing the game with him at the thing. You see the guy like kind of failing. He needs money. That's the best part about Squid Games. If I'm wrong, like the best part to me, of course, you had the different things like what would you do scenarios and stuff like that or whatever. But the fact that you were like sitting there and so much money, like it's so enticing, bro. When you sit there and like put yourself in that realistic scenario, like not realistic like being there, but just like if you had all that money sitting above your head and they were like, yo, go through this, get through this crazy situation, and this is yours. Like, in your head all those people that had problems and stuff like that. What a great concept, yo. Because damn well, like, you're sitting back thinking, like, damn, if I had all that money, I'd pay off my house or I'd pay my loans or whatever. And fix so many different things that you have issues with now. It's crazy, but that's what was so appealing about the show, to me at least. I think it's probably a lot of people too. And then seeing like the different things that they had to perform, you were sitting there thinking like, shit, if I was me, I'd do this, I'd do that, or whatever. And like, oh yeah, you think you would. One of the motherfuckers that girl shifts with her eyes. But they got renewed for a season 2. So if you haven't, definitely. I mean, I don't know where y'all been at, but go check out Squid Games on Netflix. It's an incredible show. Very interesting. Very excited to see what they're gonna do. Sometimes they make too many parts of something that really doesn't really make sense. Like, if they're gonna come back and they're gonna have different games, kind of the same concept. I don't know how they're gonna do it or whatever, but it'll be interesting. Definitely a good twist at the end. It was funny because it was one of those twists where it's like I was saying it at the beginning, but then I was like losing interest in it. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think maybe I'm looking too much into it or whatever. It was weird. Like I knew from the beginning, like something's with this guy. I'm fucking old as hell. Why so old? He's not supposed to be here. But then it's like, IT Tiff called on. IT Tiff, one of the people. I don't know. She watches them shits in her dreams and then watches them in real life. I don't she be knowing shit, but she be catching on fast. But if you haven't seen Squid Games, definitely go check it out. One more recommendation I do want to give. I want to give credit to this person because I think he's an amazing talent. Now, I'm a huge fan of comedy. I've always been a huge fan. I used to watch all of the Def Comedy Jams growing up, all stand-up. I love stand-up, man. Lavelle Crawford, Louis C.K., Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz, Dave. I'm a huge fan of comedy. One kid that I kind of, caught a glimpse of back in the day, not really back in the day, but earlier, was his name is Bo Burnham. And this young guy or whatever, the first thing I saw, he had a special. It was called What? He put it out on YouTube. I think he put it out for free, if I'm not mistaken, which is, he's trying to get himself out there. The special was fucking amazing, man. It was so different than anything else that I've really ever experienced with comedy. Just amazing, man. The kid is amazingly creative, amazingly talented as well. And I was captivated, man. I remember watching that shit. I was watching it when I was like, at work, had it put in my shoulders, nobody saw, and I was listening to it while I was on. And just amazing. He's had a couple of specials. They're all on Netflix. But he recently did one I think it was like last year, when the whole COVID stuff was going on. It's weird because it's kind of controversial. I don't know how many people are talking about it, but it's just like a lot of suicide, like kind of like dialogue. But the way that he puts the show together, it's called Inside. It's fucking phenomenal, man. I literally have watched that show. I mean, just to hear the songs that he does, because that's his kind of comedy. He makes like funny songs. But the craziest shit is, the songs are incredibly catchy. They're incredibly creative, and they're good. Like they're really good. And he's got a lot of like message in his music, but it's not like take care of your brother and sister and shit. It's more like, the government is doing crazy shit, and why don't you realize it, and blah, blah, but it's in a creative way. It's in like everything about it, you can just tell, like, he puts every piece together. And I think it's amazing. Like, I love it, man. I just watched it the other day. I watched it like 50 times. But Bo Burnham, Inside, check it out. It's amazing. He's in one room for the whole damn special, and you start off, if you like me, look at this, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching right now? Give it a second. I'm telling you right now, it's amazing, bro. Especially if you appreciate like good creative work, man. But yep, definitely some recommendations for you today. Like I said, guys, I'm really looking forward to like coming back on the show. We're gonna have a little bit more powwow conversation when I have like Jay Flash here. We're gonna talk about different topics. We're gonna talk about different things. We're gonna talk about. And I want you guys to send me messages, send me stuff about what you guys want to talk about as well. I want more people coming on to show off and everything like that as well. And, just fun times, man, fun times. So we're going to close the show with the top 5, and then I'm going to show off a little bit. I'm going to try to show off a little bit. So the top 5 today, top five today. Guess what we're doing? That's right. We're going to keep it on topic from the beginning to the end. That's right. We're going to talk about my top 5 episodes of Martin. Oh, yes, that's right, Martin. So we talked about it earlier. So my top 5, we're going to get right into it. Ready? 5 is season 4, episode 26. Why can't we be friends? Listen, do you remember this episode? So a little backstory. Now listen, this is the second part. This isn't the first part because it's a 2-parter. This is the second one. All right. So why can't we be friends? This is like I said, season 4, episode 26. Tommy and Martin got into like a fight. It was over like a briefcase or something like that. Like Tommy had lent Martin the briefcase, and Martin had jacked it all up or whatever, tried to give it back, and Tommy was pissed, like, you don't take care of people's shit, blah, blah, this and that, whatever. They got into like a fight or whatever. So something happened. They kind of broke up. They weren't friends no more and stuff like that or whatever. And then something happened, and Tommy got in a car accident. So they weren't talking. So they went to the hospital and shit like that. And the whole episode is just like them waiting for Tommy to see what's going on, trying to get stuff in, and the doctor's talking about Gina's head. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is in the episode or whatever. But my favorite part, they finally find like Tommy. It was a guy they thought was Tommy, and he was covered in bandages, head to toe. So they walked in there, and they were trying to find out if it was Tommy, and they saw there was a wallet sitting on the side counter, and they sat there and picked the wallet, and they had no card in it. And it was like, well, wait, it don't got no card in it. And Martin was like, that's because he ain't got no damn job. So they're sitting there. They're in the room or whatever. They talking to Tommy, and they saying stuff or whatever. And Cole, Cole is always Cole. Cole sitting there. He was like, Tommy was trying to say something. The guy they thought was Tommy was trying to say something. And Cole was like, he probably wants us to turn this radio. Let's turn on this radio. And it was the heart machine, think of whatever. And Cole turned it on. It was, and it was started beeping, and he was shaking in the bed. And Cole's in the corner dancing. I was fucking crying. And the guy was shaking in the bed. And Cole was doing fucking Cabbage Patch. Oh, man. Definitely one of my favorite episodes, yo. But number 4, we got Cream. Now, Cream, this is when Martin had got the check. Remember, he got the income tax check or something like that or whatever he got back. And he was like, yeah, my biggest dream was always to open up a restaurant. Now, I'm going to say one thing. You already know why this one is the funniest shit. Martin was like, yeah, so what we going to do? So Cole was like, he was sitting there, he'd been quiet the whole time. Cole was like, rent them spoons. This idiot's idea was the customers come in, they sit down, you give them soup, and then you rent them the spoons. How do you have a stupid ass have a stupid ass idea? How do you have a stupid ass idea? So Martin was tired of his ass talking about that shit. He was trying to poke his eye. Let's get my eye. But check out Cream, yo. That's definitely my fourth favorite. Third favorite is gonna be Suspicious Minds. You know this one. This is when Martin had the CD player, and he was looking for it. He thought his friends stole it. He was over there putting all his friends under investigation and shit. So he made all the friends come to the house, and they was all dressed in black, and they had an interrogation or whatever. So Martin's walking around, and Martin had this stupid, fake stuffed Rottweiler dog. He was just walking. He's walking around the table with the dog, and every now and then he would go roof, roof, roof with the dog and everybody. And it was funny, you know. The funniest parts of Martin are when the cast. This is why the cast was so great. The cast was trying so hard not to laugh. There's so many different ones. The cast is trying so hard not to laugh, yo. And you see them like they can't do nothing else but laugh because the shit is so funny. That's how you know, like, he probably improv so much of that damn show, bro. But he's got the dog and he's over there, and it turned out Bruh Man came through the window and sat there and took it out of his pocket. He had took it or whatever. But that's Suspicious Mind. That's actually Cream is season 3, episode 22, and Suspicious Mind is season 2, episode 17. One of the things I love about Martin is Martin's episodes, for me, my favorite episodes of most TV shows that I watch is like 1 through like 3, yo. The first 3 seasons, I love the first 3 seasons. And then after that, you know, it starts to get like a little bit, you know, he picks up a little bit, does a little bit, whatever. But I like the first 3 where it's just head on, bro. But so the second one is definitely another one. Was episode You Can Drive My Car. That was episode 2, episode 20, season 1, episode 26. And that was the one where Roscoe sold them the tickets so they could win a car. And they won the car or whatever, and they all was sharing it. So throughout the week, you saw like everybody's different interactions with Martin's different characters. Fucking amazing show, bro. So Gina had like Jerome, and Jerome was over there trying to run against the car. And every time somebody would have the car, somebody would break something on the car. So it was like Gina Jerome broke all the the windshield wipers and the side mirror. Tommy had Shanae and them in there taking them to the club. It's such a freaking great show, man. Like, so much creativeness. It's just amazing. Like, you know, you think back, like, why are these guys having like these big, you know, people care so much about their big reunions? Because these shows were amazing, man. So much creativity, like, you know, and they weren't Ozark and, you know, Stranger Things, all this, you know, $1 million an episode and all that shit. It's just funny, bro. Just people just being creative, yo. But Cole was in there, and Cole had Martin's mom. And Cole is sitting there, and they're sitting there singing. He was taking them to bingo. And they're singing in the back. And Cole is sitting there. I'm telling you right now, watching, it's definitely one of my favorite ones. It just showed all the people that Martin played. Like, it had Otis when Pam. Oh, that's the best part is when Otis was sitting there. Pam went to the bank, and she was sitting there. Otis was sitting there. The police officer, and Pam was trying to get the money out, and Otis had just had the interaction with the big muscle guy or whatever, and Pam was sitting there trying to get the thing. So as soon as she went to go to the thing, he was like, Otis was like, "Hey, that's your car right there? Like, you better move that car." He said, "Okay, Grandpa, I'll move the car. You want me to see Grandpa?" Then she called him Captain Kangaroo or something like that. And he said, "Oh, I'm Captain Kangaroo." He said, "Watch how I hop on this damn car." He started freaking belly flopping on the car and breaking the car all up and broke the windows. That shit was funny, man. So check out You Could Drive My Car, and my number one Martin episode, number 1. This has been a flashback for me, so listen, y'all just have to roll with me on this one. Is the first season, the Halloween special, the night he came home. That is one of my favorite, probably seasonal episodes of all time. One of the best, most creative. I remember watching it as a kid. Like, I couldn't believe like the effects and stuff like that was happening. Like, it was creepy. That was so crazy about it. Like, it was creepy in a way of like, oh damn, like how is like this happening or whatever. But even watching it now is funny as hell. It was scary, but it was also just so good how it was done. Like, you know, seeing the thing float up and then smashing the wall, and then the ghost thing that Martin had that popped out when he opened the closet when it came to life, and it was Sean, and he started chasing him around the thing. Oh man, the best part is when they were playing the Ouija board. and they were talking to the damn ghost or whatever. It was in the house, and Pam was like, "Tell us what you are. Who are you?" And they started spelling it, and they said A, C, and then Cole was like, "Oh, he wants us to turn on the air conditioner." It was always Cole, yo. Cole was the funniest nigga in that fucking show, yo. Cole was the funniest. But yeah, so the Halloween special, the night he came home, season 1, I think that's episode 10. Check it out, Martin. Yo, Martin Lawrence, thank you so much. If you ever watch my show, bro, I just want to say I love your ass, bro. You've been giving me laughs for so long, bro. Even on Def Jam, listening to him being the host of Def Jam. Bring your ass over here, girl. Looking like Big Bird. I've been watching Martin forever, yo. But definitely check it out. That's the top five Martin episodes. I had to share that with you since the reunion is happening tomorrow. All right, y'all. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a segment here called Show Up. That's right. It's your boy Brian B. I don't got nobody on the show with me today. But in closing, we're gonna do something. So let me see what I'm gonna do. Showing off for y'all. All right. Let's see if we can do this live. We love doing this too, by the way. At the house, we love this. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light you see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, by me, babe. Won't you stand by me. Stand by me. When the night is dawn, I don't know the words. And the land is gone, and the moon is the only light you see. I know Tyree and them trying to kill me right now. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. Beeline, I love you. Thank you guys so much. Don't be scared. Share the video. Come on and show off like your boy Brian B. We showing off. That's right. Till next time. Be here. Come on. Show off. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. Till next time.